Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mandy. In today's video, we're going to learn to write 10 animal words. And now let's get started. The first one, 狗 狗 狗 is the dog. So let's learn how to write the 狗. It's very interesting to learn. Let's take a look at the left side of the 狗. Now here I want to show you the evolution of this radical. As you can see, it's evolved from a look of an animal sleeping on the floor, right? You can see here is a little puppy sleeping on the floor. After thousands years of evolution, now here is the character 犬. 犬, the meaning is dog. And now we're just turning the 犬 character into the radical. This is the dog radical. The dog radical usually refers to the animal with 4 feet. For example, like dog, cat, pig, etc. But cow and sheep, they have their own radicals. So we will talk about that later. And we also have other animal radical like for fish, for bird, for insect, etc. Alright, so back to the 狗. Now let's see how to write the dog. It's a left-right structure, so we start from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 很好。Okay, let's get to a sentence. 他每天带狗去公园散步。他每天带狗去公园散步。He takes the dog to the park for a walk every day. Let's see. 他 is a he. It has a people radical, so it's a he. If it comes with a female radical, 这个他 that would be a she. Alright? 每天 every day. 带 to take, to bring. 狗 dog. So 带狗 to take the dog, to bring the dog. 去 go to, go. 公园 park. 散步 walk. 去公园散步 go to the park for a walk. Alright? So, all together, 他每天带狗去公园散步。很好。So if you want to download the slide that I use in this video with the 填字格 practice sheet like this and this, you can download it from my Patreon, Mandy Mandarin. I'll drop the link down below in my description box. Okay? So now let's move on to the next one. 猫 is cat. As you can see, 猫 share the same radical as 狗, alright? Just like what we mentioned in the last page. Okay, let's learn how to write the 猫. 猫 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 这是猫。他家有一只黑色的猫。他家有一只黑色的猫。很好。His home has a black cat. 他 he 家 home. So together, 他家 could be his home. Of course, you can say 他的家, right? His home, 他的家. That's also correct. 他家, 他的家, both work. Okay. So 他家 his home 有 has have 一只 the 只 is the measure word for animal. So you can say 一只猫 or you can say 一只狗 and then 黑色的 black color 猫 cat 黑色的猫 black cat. So all together 他家有一只黑色的猫。很好。下一个 next one 猪 is the pig. See? It also have the same radical as 狗和猫。Okay? Let's continue. Let's write the 猪。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11。很好。他在农场里养了一些猪。他在农场里养了一些猪。He raised some pig on the farm. 他 he 在 is in, on, at. 农场 farm. 里 inside. So 在农场里 on the farm, in the farm. 养 is raise. Le is the past tense in Chinese, right? It's like the ed in English. So 养了 is raised. 一些 some. 一些 some. 猪 pigs. So all together, 他在农场里养了一些猪。He raised some pig on the farm. 下一个 next one 牛 is the ox or cow. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the dog radical can refer to animal with 4 feet, but it's not referring to all the animal with 4 feet, like ox, sheep, etc., right? And because they have their own radical. So now let's take a look at the evolution of the ox. Actually, it's a very funny words as well. You can see it's evolved from the look of the ox head. See, here is the horn and here is the face. So after thousands years of evolution, now this is the character for the ox nowadays. And this character is pretty simple, right? Let's learn how to write it. 1、2、3、4. Make sure the first horizontal stroke is shorter and the second one is longer. All right? Okay, so this is the cow. 牛。牛在田里吃草。牛在田里吃草。The cow is eating grass in the field. Let's see. 牛 the 牛 can be the cow or the ox. 在 is in, on, at, like we already talked about it. 田 is the field. 里 is inside. So 在田里 in the field, inside the field. 吃 is to eat. 草 grass. So all together, 牛在田里吃草。 The cow is eating grass in the field. 下一个羊 Yang is the sheep or the goat. So here is the evolution of the sheep. It's also very interesting. You can see it evolved from the look of a sheep's face. Here is the horn, and then here's the face. That's the origin of the character Yang. And let's learn how to write it. So we have two dots on the top to represent the horn. So we got 1, 2. Okay? And then let's continue. 3, 4, 5, 6. As you can see, this stroke is medium long. And this one is the shortest. And this one is the longest. Okay? Let's see. 一群羊在草原上吃草。一群羊在草原上吃草。A flock of sheep is eating grass on the grassland. 一群 is a group. 一群 a group. A funny things to talk about, you can see in the 群, it also have a sheep character in it. Actually, we can call it the sheep radical because most of the sheep, they want to stay in a group instead of staying alone, right? So we have a sheep radical in the character for group. And then 在 is in on at. We know that. And 草原 is grassland. 草 is grass. 草原 grassland. 上 means on. So 草原上 on the grassland. 吃 to eat. 草 grass. 吃草 eat grass. Okay? So the whole sentence, 一群羊在草原上吃草。A flock of sheep is eating grass on the grassland. 下一个 next one. 马 horse. And here is the evolution of the horse. You can see the character was evolved from the look of a horse. After thousands years of evolution, now here is the 马 character in the modern days. Now let's learn how to write the 马. Very simple. 1, 2, 3. Okay? The second stroke, it has 2 twists and 1 hook. 1 twist, second twist, a hook. Alright? That's pretty simple. Now let's take a look at the sentence. 他第一次骑马的时候很紧张。他第一次骑马的时候很紧张。He was very nervous when he rode the horse for the first time. Let's see. 他 he 第一次 the first time. 一 is one. 第一 is first. 第一次 first time. Alright? 骑马 骑 is to ride. To ride. 马 is the horse. Okay? 骑马 is to ride the horse. And I believe you've already noticed that on the left side of the 骑, it has the horse radical, right? So the horse radical is related to animal like horse, donkey, and also related to the behavior involving horse, like to ride. So 骑马 is to ride the horse. 的时候 it means when. something something. Alright? 骑马的时候 when riding a horse, when he rode a horse. Okay? 很紧张 is very nervous. So the whole sentence, 他第一次骑马的时候很紧张 He, the first time riding a horse, very nervous. 下一个鸟 is the bird. And here is the evolution of the character 鸟. It's evolved from the look of a bird. After thousands of years of evolution, now we have this 鸟 character for modern days. And let's try to write the 鸟. We got 一二三四五这是鸟 Be careful, the 鸟 is kind of similar to the horse. Let's try to write the horse again so we can see the difference. The horse 一二三 Okay, 这个是马这个是鸟鸟 It has one more dot in here. You can see as the crown of the bird. See? The crown of the bird. And the 鸟 also have one more dot inside. You can imagine this is like the eyes of the bird. Yeah, assume. And then the third difference, and the 鸟, it also have a hook at this place. Alright? So 马 is simpler. It don't have the crown, no eyes, no hook. Okay? So, let's get to a sentence. 这只鸟的羽毛是蓝色的。这只鸟的羽毛是蓝色的。Okay. This bird's feathers are blue. 这 this 只 like we mentioned before, this is the measure word. This is the measure word for animal. 这只鸟 so that would be this bird. 的 is the possessive marker like the s or the of. Okay? So here is the s. 羽毛is feather. Interesting thing to talk about is that 毛 itself is fur, but 羽毛 is feather. So for 狗和猫, they got 毛, but the 鸟, it got 羽毛. Alright? And then 是 easy. 是 is R. 蓝色的 blue. Okay, so the whole sentence. 这只鸟的羽毛是蓝色的。This bird's feathers are blue. Before we move on to the next one, remember the bird character, because in the next character, we are going to use the bird as a bird radical. 下一个 next one is 鸡。鸡 is chicken. We can see on the right side of the 鸡, this is the 鸟, right? 鸟, the bird. Okay, so what is it on the left? So this part, in the ancient time, it could mean to use the hand to fetch. So chicken is the bird that you can use your hand to fetch, because chicken, they live on the floor, they cannot fly very high, right? That would just make sense. Now let's learn to write the 鸡。一 二三四五六七。很好 ，Let's take a look at the sentence. 鸡在院子里走来走去。鸡在院子里走来走去。The chicken is walking around in the yard. 鸡 is the chicken. 在 is in on at. 院子 is the yard. 里 is inside. So 在院子里 in the yard. I bet you've noticed that in this video there are several sentences we use 在 something something 里, right? So we can say 在 a place 里 to say in this place, to emphasize we are here, the action is take place in this position, alright? 走来走去 The 走 means walk and go. So 走来 is to come. Okay? 走来 which means come close, go close. 走 is to walk again. 去 it means go or away. So 走去 means walk away, walk to the other place. So 走来走去 you can imagine there's a chicken, come close, walk away, come close, walk away. So that's walking around. Okay? So 走来走去 it just means walking around, come and go, come and go. Alright? Okay, so the whole sentence. 鸡在院子里走来走去 That's chicken in the yard, come and go, walking around. 下一个鸭 is a duck. You can see on the right side of the 鸭, it also shares the bird radical. As for the left side, this is 甲 serves as a sound radical. It gives the a sound to the 呀. That's it. Okay? Now let's learn to write the 呀. 一二三四五六七八九十，这是鸭。好的，鸭子在河里游泳。鸭子在河里游泳。The duck is swimming in the river. 鸭子 the duck 在 in on at 河 river 里 inside. So 在河里 in the river. 游泳 swimming. So the whole sentence 鸭子在河里游泳 The duck in the river swim. Next one 下一个鱼 fish. Here is the evolution of the character 鱼. You can see the very original form of the character 鱼. You can see this resemble the fish body like this. Alright? And now let's learn to write the 鱼. 一二三四五六七八，很好，这是鱼。鱼在水里游，鱼 在水里游 Fish swim in the water. 鱼 fish 在 in on at 水 water 里 inside 在水里 in the water. 游 is to swim. Alright, so 游和游泳 both means swim. So the whole sentence, 鱼在水里游 Fish in the water swim. Very good. So these are all the animal character we are going to learn in this video. Let's do a very quick review. 狗 猫 猪 牛 羊 马 鸟 鸡 鸭 鱼. I hope you learned something from this video. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot to grow my channel. And if you want to download the slide that I use in this video, you can download it from my Patreon, Mandy Mandarin. I'll drop the link down below in the description box. Alright, so that's all for today. I'm Mandy. I'll see you in the next video.